Hello and welcome to the 2022 OWF Cup. This special online event is organised by the Oceania Weightlifting Federation to keep lifters throughout the region engaged, connected and inspired during the ongoing pandemic. 12 nations in total are participating in this year's OWF Cup, and now let's meet the competitors in our first competition session today. Representing Solomon Islands, Philip Massey. Representing Fiji, Erini Talamagu. Representing Nauru, Ditto Aika. Representing Tuvalu, Manula Raubon. Representing Nauru, Ezekiel Moses. And now our technical officials, referees from Australia, Coral Quinnell. From New Zealand, Keisha Dean Soph. From Australia, Leanne Springer. Marshal, Timekeeper and Technology Manager in Australia is Bowen Stewart. And our jury, the President from Australia, Pedro Sanchez. Jury members from New Zealand, Barbara Grieve, and from Australia, Lily Coffer. Our broadcast technician is Brent Vaughan. And we start the competition in the Solomon Islands with the first attempt for Philip Massey, 77 kilograms. So the clock is counting down for Philip in the Solomon Islands, and his first attempt, 77 kilograms. So this is the first competition of 3 sessions today. All the male competitors in the OWF Cup for 2022. And Philip Massey now in Solomon Islands, first attempt, 77 kilograms. It's a good lift, a good start to the competition. And we stay in the Solomon Islands with Philip Massey and call his second attempt at 78 kilograms. So the automatic 1 kilogram increment applies when the lifter taking successive attempts. And of course the lifter has the opportunity to request a heavier weight. They get the declaration in before 1 minute 30 in this case with a 2-minute countdown. And there's a change coming through now. Philip Massey, Solomon's 80 kilograms. So Philip's second attempt will be 80 kilograms. And he'll have 2 minutes to begin the attempt. So only 5 competitors in this session. We started out with 8 in the entries, but unfortunately, as the coronavirus pandemic has made online weightlifting very necessary, particularly in this part of the world, it's also affected people locally, and a number of the competitors have had to withdraw from the competition at very short notice due to lockdown conditions being imposed in their countries. So the pandemic is far from over, unfortunately, and more severely affecting people in various places. So still 1 minute remaining for Philip Massey, Solomon Islands, to begin the attempt, 80 kilograms. A good lift, another success for Philip Massey, 80 kilograms. And once again, the 1 kilogram automatic increment applies, 81 kilograms. And there's Philip's declaration, 83, which means we go to Fiji now for the first attempt of Erini Talamagu. and his first attempt, 83 kilograms. So Fiji, 83 kilograms, first attempt. And Philip Massey, Solomon Island, will be next. The weight of the barbell is 83 kilograms. It's the first attempt for Ironi Talamagau, Fiji. It's a good lift, a good start there for Ironi on 83 kilograms. Now back to Solomon Islands, 83 kilograms, and the third attempt of Philip Massey. And the next lifter will be Fiji. So the clock has commenced counting down from 1 minute for Philip Massey, Solomon Islands. And his third attempt, 83 kilograms. Talamagau, Fiji, you'll be next. Good lift, good finish for Philip there. Success with all attempts and finishing with 83 kilograms. And now back to Fiji and Ironi Talamagau. Second attempt, 86 kilograms. So 86 kilograms in Fiji. So the loader's positioning the barbell, ready for this second attempt. Good lift. Another success for Ironi there on 86. So we'll call him now for his third attempt, 87 kilograms for Ironi Talamagau, Fiji. And he's requesting more weight, so it'll be 90 kilograms. The lifter doesn't change, but it's 90 kilograms, third attempt for Ironi Talamagau, Fiji. And the next lifter will be Ditto Aika, Nauru. So Nauru, please prepare, you're next. And of course 2 minutes on the clock as the lifter is taking successive attempts, and the clock starts once the barbell is loaded and the platform clear and everything's ready for the lifter to begin the attempt in their own time. .90 kilograms is the weight of the barbell in Fiji for Ironi's third attempt. In today's competition, all the men's categories, or indeed bodyweight categories, not so important in this competition. The awards are made according to Sinclair point ranking. In yesterday's women's competition, the final results in the Sinclair ranking with the prize money provided by the Oceania Weightlifting Federation of $3,000 first place, $1,000 second place, $700 third place. Here's a Ronnie now in Fiji and his third attempt. And it's a good lift. And once again, the lift is successful with all three attempts in the snatch, finishing on 90 kilograms. And now we go to Nauru. 105 kilograms for the first attempt of Ditto Aika. And Tuvalu, please prepare. You could be next. So 105 kilograms, first attempt at Ditto Aika, Nauru. Good lift. Success there for Ditto. 105 kilograms we call the same lifter. And no, we don't, because the declaration coming through from Nauru, 110 kilograms, which means we go to Tuvalu, which I think actually we go to Samoa as a location, but the lifter is Tuvalu Manolarayabu, 110 kilograms, first attempt. Aika Nauru will be next. And it's a good lift, a good start there for Manula. And back to Nauru, 110 kilograms is the second attempt for Ditto Aika, Nauru. So this competition progressing at a pretty quick pace, and only 5 competitors. The jury has determined that there will be a 15-minute break between the snatch and clean and jerk, 15 minutes, to ensure that all competitors have ample time to prepare for the second part of the competition. And we're in Nauru at the moment with Ditto Aika, and 110 kilograms for his second attempt. Good lift. Success there for Ditto, 110 kilograms. And declaration coming through for his third attempt, 112 kilograms. So we stay in Nauru with the same lifter, Ditto Aika. And his third attempt, 112 kilograms. Tuvalu will be next. So again, a lifter taking successive attempts, 2 minutes on the clock. And in this case, 112 kilograms on the barbell. So the Oceania Weightlifting Federation embracing online weightlifting. It's been a very important development in this part of the world, particularly as the pandemic still causing a great deal of disruption to travel, and of course in Oceania, a region full of many islands, it's not possible to drive from one country to another, to come together, even if borders are open, as is the case in the other continental regions of the world. In Oceania, one must fly or take a boat to go from one country to another. So in these difficult times, caused by the coronavirus pandemic, online weightlifting has been a real saviour, a blessing for the region, and certainly great credit to the Oceania Weightlifting Federation for embracing online weightlifting and developing the technology to make it possible and make each event better than the last. Keeping all lifters, all nations in the region connected and engaged. It's certainly been a big investment in human resource, technology and particularly financial. A big investment from the Oceania Weightlifting Federation to keep the sport operating in under very difficult conditions in this continental region. Ditto Ika now, 112 kilograms, third attempt. No lift. So Ditto finishes with his second attempt, 110 kilograms. Now we go back to Samoa for Manula Raobu Tuvalu. Second attempt, 115 kilograms. So the lifter representing Tuvalu, but he's in Samoa. Second attempt now. And that's a good lift. Another success for Manula there on 115 kilograms. So we call the same lifter 116 kilograms on his third attempt. And wait to see. There's a declaration of a heavier weight, and indeed there is 120 kilograms for Manula Raobu Tuvalu. 120 kilograms for Manula's third attempt. So another effect of the coronavirus pandemic seen here with the lifter representing Tuvalu was in Samoa when borders were closed and international travel suspended, and he's still there, can't return to his home country just yet. And it's 120 kilograms for his third attempt. The next lifter, Ezekiel Moses, Nauru. So 1.5 minutes remaining for Manula to begin the attempt, 120 kilograms. Nauru, just check your declaration there, Nauru. It can't be accepted. The marshal can't accept 120 kilograms for a first attempt. The barbell's loaded and the clock's counting down for that particular weight on a third attempt. So Nauru 121 if you want to request that weight. It's as low as you can go at the moment. 120 now with Manula Raobu Tuvalu. And it's a good lift. It's a good lift. So Ezekiel Moses now, we go to Nauru. Nauru, just take note of the change you tried to put through or did put through. It was not accepted by the marshal. 120 kilograms would have been out of sequence. It was not acceptable. So you're currently called at 125 kilograms, first attempt. 125 kilograms. So always a little bit of difficulty with communication across many thousands of kilometres, but the message getting through there. It's Ezekiel Moses, Nauru. First attempt, 125 kilograms. And a good lift, a good start for Ezekiel, 125. And Ezekiel is the last of the lifters in the group to begin his attempts. 130 kilograms now for his second attempt. So the lifter will take all attempts one after the other, and of course have that 2-minute time allocation for successive attempts, 130 kilograms being the declaration for Ezekiel Moses and his second attempt. And once the barbell is ready in Nauru for Ezekiel Moses, the clock has begun counting down. So again, for everybody's information, there'll be a 15-minute break between the snatch and clean and jerk parts of the competition. The jury having determined it's appropriate to have a longer than usual break with only 5 competitors and a fairly quick pace set in this competition during the snatch. Just over 1 minute remaining for Ezekiel Moses, Nauru, to begin this attempt, his second attempt, 130 kilograms. And here's the lifter now approaching the platform for 130 kilograms, second attempt. No lift. That one swinging away over the back there for Ezekiel. He has another attempt available, and 130 kilograms will remain the weight for the same lifter, Ezekiel Moses, Nauru, third attempt. So once again, 2 minutes allowed for Ezekiel to begin the attempt. 130 kilograms once again, and now it's his third attempt and the final attempt in snatch in this competition, which, as I said earlier, will be followed by a 15-minute break in the competition while the competitors prepare for clean and jerk. And when we recommence, we'll be starting again in the Solomon Islands. So Philip Massey, Solomon Islands, be prepared to be called as the first lifter when we come to the clean and jerk competition. Big prize money offered by the Oceania Weightlifting Federation in this competition. The top 3 lifters on a Sinclair point ranking across the men's competition and the women's competition separately. Yesterday the women's competition concluded. We'll get to those results shortly. Here's Ezekiel Moses now, third attempt, 130 kilograms. No lift again, unfortunately, for Ezekiel. Finishes with 125, a successful attempt on his first. And that concludes the snatch part of the competition. We'll be back with clean and jerk in 15 minutes. Welcome back to the 2022 OWF Cup. It's time to recommence the competition, and we start in Solomon Islands with Philip Massey and his first attempt, 90 kilograms. So the clock is counting down for Philip Massey, Solomon Islands. 90 kilograms, clean and jerk, first attempt. And it's a good lift. Success there for Philip, 90 kilograms. And we apply the 1 kilogram automatic increment for Philip. And his second attempt, 91 kilograms, is the weight called. And there's a declaration coming through from Philip there, 96 kilograms it will be. 96 kilograms for Philip Massey, Solomon Islands, second attempt. And of course, the athlete taking successive attempts has 2 minutes of that time allocated before he needs to move the barbell, raise the barbell from the platform to begin the attempt. 96 kilograms. And the countdown has begun. So we're at the beginning of our clean and jerk in this first competition session for men in the 2022 OWF Cup, brought to you by the Oceania Weightlifting Federation. And we have a 3 competition session program today for all the male competitors in the OWF Cup. This is day 2 of competition. Day 1 was all the female competitors categories. And the final results in the Sinclair Point ranking in the women's competition was third place was Sarah Cochran, Australia. Second place, Kiana Elliott, Australia. And first place, taking the $3,000 Australian prize from the Oceania Weightlifting Federation, Figea Stowers, Samoa. So the Oceania Federation putting up, investing quite a deal of money in the OWF Cup and online weightlifting across a number of events throughout the year. And here's Philip Massey, second attempt, 96 kilograms. And good lift. We've got 2 white lights. A success there for Philip on 96. And once again, we apply the 1 kilogram automatic increment for the lifter, taking successive attempts. 97 kilograms is the call on Philip Massey, Solomon Islands, and his third attempt. Ronnie, Fiji, you will be next. So it looks like Philip declaring 101 kilograms. 101 kilograms for his third attempt. And again, 2 minutes on the clock for the lifter taking successive attempts. It's Philip Massey, Solomon Islands. And Ironi Talamagao, Fiji, will be next. Philip has been successful with all attempts so far in the competition. Currently has a total of 179 kilograms, you can see on the scoreboard. And looking to add 5 kilograms to that with his third attempt at 101. So the OWF Cup is a competition based on Sinclair points. And the awards and prizes are made according to the final ranking across all competitors in the men's competition. And as a recap, the results from yesterday, the women's competition. And definitely a big investment, a financial investment in weightlifting in the Oceania region by the Oceania Weightlifting Federation, not just in this event, the OWF Cup, but there's also an upcoming special invitational online competition at the end of May, which will involve all of the Commonwealth Games competitors, all the Commonwealth Games athletes from the Oceania region. A special invitational online competition, and of course the Premier League and A-League, the Oceania email tournaments that commence in April, the monthly league tournaments. So the Oceania Weightlifting Federation certainly making a massive effort to keep weightlifting alive and thriving throughout the region during these very difficult times under pandemic conditions. Philip Massey now, Solomon Islands, third attempt, 101 kilograms. Fiji will be next. No lift, unfortunately, for Philip on that final attempt. He finishes the clean and jerk with 96 kilograms and 179 kilograms in the total. Now we go to Fiji and Ironi Talamagao. First attempt, 102 kilograms. So Fiji, we don't seem to have a connection. We don't seem to have vision from Fiji. Fiji, if you're, please check your camera. If you can hear us, please check your camera. The clock has commenced counting for the lifter's first attempt. It's still no vision from Fiji. Fiji, please check your camera. We have no vision from Fiji. The clock is at roughly 20 seconds remaining for Ironi Talamagao's first attempt, but we can't see the lifter. We can't see anything coming from Fiji. 10 seconds remaining. It's certainly looking like the time will expire on this first attempt, and hopefully whatever the problem is in Fiji will be rectified. That's no lift for Ironi's first attempt. 2 minutes on the clock for the second attempt of the same lifter, Ironi Talamagao, Fiji. And hopefully within this time, whatever problem exists in Fiji, we're not seeing any vision, and that can be rectified before Ironi loses another attempt, an opportunity, I should say, to make an attempt in the clean and jerk. So Fiji, if you can hear, if you're getting audio, we have nothing coming back from Fiji. So please check your camera, check your meeting connection. 102 kilograms is the weight. We're not getting any communication from Fiji. Still 1 minute remaining, hopefully time to rectify the problem in Fiji. Stop the clock, the lifter requesting 106 kilograms. Given the difficulties with communication, Marshall's going to allow that one through, even though the declaration was late in the piece, but the communication issue we still have no vision from Fiji. We are receiving changes through the electronic change system. 30 seconds remaining on this second attempt for Ironi, but no vision from Fiji. "20 seconds. Fiji, please check your camera, check your meeting connection." We're receiving changes through that device, but we're not seeing anything on the platform. We're not seeing your venue. And 2 seconds remaining. Unfortunately, again, the attempt is timed out, and 2 minutes reset on the clock for Ironi Talamagao, Fiji, third attempt. And once again, 2 minutes to hopefully have the problem at Fiji rectified. So Fiji, please check your camera. Make sure your camera is turned on. Fiji seems to be dropping out of the competition meetings. And 1 minute 30 seconds, and still no vision from Fiji. Unfortunately, it seems as though Fiji has dropped out of the competition meeting. One minute remaining in this attempt, or for this attempt, 106 kilograms. But we're not seeing anything. We have no connection, no video or audio connection in the Teams meeting from Fiji. Change it. 40 seconds remaining, and sadly it looks as though Fiji is not going to come back online for the clean and jerk competition. There's been another change put through, but 22 seconds to go. We have no video, Fiji. We have no vision. 10 seconds. And Fiji doesn't appear to be in the competition meeting. And sadly, that's no lift for Ironi Talamagao. Just simply no connection, no vision from the Fiji venue. We move on with the competition. We go to Samoa for Manula Raubu. First attempt, Manula representing Tuvalu, 135 kilograms for his first attempt. Aika, Nauru, please prepare. You could be next. The clock has commenced counting down. We're with Manula Raubu Tuvalu, first attempt. Manula is lifting in Samoa. And we certainly can see the Samoan weightlifting venue. So, 30 seconds remaining for Manula. $135 kilograms. Now under 20 seconds for Manula. The call is on Manula Raubu Tuvalu. 10 seconds. Not getting off to a very good start with the clean and jerk part of this competition. Not quite sure what's going on, what the problem is, but that attempt as also the time has expired. The clock seems to have stopped in 1 second. But no sign of the lifter. We can see the platform and the barbell in Samoa. And it's no lift for Manula Raubu, first attempt. 2 minutes on the clock, and we move to the same lifter's second attempt. So 2 minutes. So we just stop the competition. We can take a technical stop in the competition, try and rectify some issues. And technology manager Bowen Stewart will attempt to do what he can from this end, from the control centre, to improve connections and communication.
Can you look up Teams? Mute your Teams. Yeah, team. Okay, we're going to give Fiji their 3 attempts.
3 attempts. Okay. So we go back to 102.
And we'll give 2. Yep. Okay. Copy, mate.
So we go back to the. Just tell me when to go. And we're back at the OWF Cup. There have been some technical issues that hopefully have been rectified, and we're going to rewind the competition, and we will go back to the first attempt for Eroni Talamagu, Fiji. 102 kilograms for Eroni, Fiji, first attempt. We need to bring up the vision from Fiji. Do we have Fiji yet? We don't have Fiji at the moment. So bringing them hopefully online now. So I think at both ends, the control centre here in Australia and the venue, the competition location in Fiji, at both ends, everybody trying desperately to make the connections work. And we're just currently still in a pause, but once we're able to see Fiji, it will be the first attempt for Eroni Talamagu. And Fiji declaring 110 kilograms for that first attempt. So we're still not ready to.
You're not coming back through there anyway.
Please wait for the clock to start, Gala. The attempt is 110. For the marshal, please.
We are requesting for 110.
Yes.
Understand, Della, I have passed that on. Please wait for the clock to start. You need to go.
I'm going to kick them out if they're not careful. Also helps the balance.
Please, is there anything from your end?
Yes.
Nauru, stop. Nauru, stop. It's not your turn.
Okay, Fiji. It's a good lift. Good lift there for Irani Talamagao, Fiji, 110 kilograms. So we call the same lifter, and the declaration is 115 kilograms for Irani, Fiji's second attempt. So it looks like we're back on track, connectivity-wise. 2 minutes on the clock for Irani's second attempt, 115 kilograms. And once the loaders have completed their work, the clock will commence counting down. So 115 kilograms now in Fiji. We have all eyes on Fiji, thank goodness. And Irani Talamagao. Second attempt, 115 kilograms. So quite a few problems with the connectivity technology. In the last 5 minutes or so, we just were unable to see anything coming from Fiji. Now it looks like it's all cleared up. Quite a crisp image now from the location in Fiji where Irani Talamagao is about to attempt 115 kilograms. In the clean and jerk, the competition's back on track. And 1 minute remaining for Irani to begin the lift. The lifter now coming to the platform for 115 kilograms. And a good lift. Success there for Irani on 115. And now the same lifter, 116 kilograms. No, 118. 118 kilograms for Irani's Fiji third attempt. And the next lifter will be Manula, Tuvalu. 118 kilograms for Irani Talamagao, Fiji. The clock has begun counting down for his third attempt. So the lifter doing remarkably well to stay focused, considering the issues earlier. We had lost all connection with the competition venue in Fiji, the athlete's location, and as the connections are restored, the lifter has come back with 2 good attempts so far in the clean and jerk. In fact, 5 successful attempts from his 5 so far, looking now to repeat the success with 118 kilograms and his third attempt. 1 minute remaining for Irani. And the lifter to follow will be Manula Tuvalu. Still about 20 seconds remaining, plenty of time. Ronnie's approaching the barbell now. $118 kilograms. No lift. Unfortunately for Ronnie, success with 115 kilograms on the second attempt, 205 kilograms in the total. So we go to Samoa for Manula Raubu. First attempt, 135 kilograms. So the lifter is in Samoa representing Tuvalu. 135 kilograms for Manula's first attempt. The clock has commenced.
Can you see our lifter?
We're not seeing the lifter on the platform. We can see the platform. It looks like a static image. We don't see any movement. We'll just stop the clock.
Oh yeah, we're back on. It's okay now. Go ahead.
Here we go.
Good lift. Success there for Manula, 135 kilograms. And once again, 1 kilogram automatic increment applies to Manula second attempt, and a declaration coming through there, 141, which means we go to Nauru. We go to Nauru for Ditto Aika first attempt, 140 kilograms in Nauru. And the next lifter will be Manula Tuvalu. So we're now in Nauru, the first attempt of Ditto Aika. So we're not seeing any movement in Nauru, no lift. So the barbell remains at 140 kilograms. For the second attempt of the same lifter, Ditto Aika Nauru. 2 minutes on the clock for Ditto, and his second attempt, 140 kilograms. So the barbell is ready. We're in Nauru with Ditto Aika. Second attempt, 140 kilograms. Here's Ditto now chalking up, approaching the platform. His second attempt at this weight, 140 kilograms. And it's a good lift. A success there for Ditto 140. So we now go back to Samoa and Manula Raubu Tuvalu, second attempt, 141 kilograms. And he'll be followed by Ika Nauru. So back to the lifter representing Tuvalu in Samoa.
Checking that you see the lift up.
Yes, we can see the lifter. It's not on the spotlight, but we can see the lifter. So everybody make sure you're focusing on the lift.
And it's a good lift. Success there for Manula, 141, and the same weight. Now there's a change there for Ika Nauru, 145. So we call Manula Tuvalu, 142 kilograms, third attempt. So 142 kilograms is the call. Manula wanting 146, which means we go back to Nauru and Dita Ika. Third attempt, 145 kilograms. And following Ika will be Manula Tuvalu. Ditto Ika Nauru. Third attempt now, 145 kilograms. We can see the lifter coming onto the platform now in Nauru. No lift. So no lift, unfortunately, on that one for Ditto. Successful in clean and jerk with his second attempt, 140 kilograms and 250 kilograms in the total. So we go back to Samoa, the location, for the lifter representing Tuvalu, Manula Raubu. 146 kilograms for Manula and his third attempt. Ezekiel Moses, Nauru, will be next. And it's a good lift, a good finish there for Manula, 146 kilograms and 266 kilograms in the total. And now the final competitor to begin the clean and jerk, so we go to Nauru for Ezekiel Moses, 153 kilograms, first attempt. Ezekiel Moses, Nauru. a good lift. Good start for Ezekiel, 153 kilograms. And competitors have completed their attempts, so we apply the 1 kilogram automatic increment for Ezekiel to take his second attempt, or call his second attempt, 154 kilograms. Coming through there from Nauru, 160 kilograms will be the weight of Ezekiel Moses' second attempt. So 60 kilograms for Ezekiel Moses, Nauru. And of course 2 minutes on the clock as the lifter is taking successive attempts. So I think our technical problems have been ironed out. Connections now, certainly with Nauru, the final location, the location of the final lifter. In this competition, for the lighter bodyweight categories for men in the OWF Cup, 55, 61, 67 and 73 kilogram bodyweight categories, although the OWF Cup is not contested by bodyweight category. It's an overall competition where the awards will be made and prize money delivered by the Oceania Weightlifting Federation for the top 3 ranked men and top 3 ranked women according to the Sinclair formula. 1 minute remaining for Ezekiel to begin this attempt. It's only his second attempt, so still a bit of lifting left in this competition, 160 kilograms for Ezekiel Moses, Nauru. And this is the first competition session of our 3 competition program today for the men in the OWF Cup. Here comes Ezekiel Moses now, approaching the 160 kilogram barbell for his second attempt. No lift, but Ezekiel has 1 more attempt available. So 160 kilograms remains the weight, and it will be the 3rd attempt for Ezekiel Moses, Nauru. And a 2-minute countdown will commence once the barbell is tidied up and set for Ezekiel to begin the attempt. So 2 more competition sessions today. This first session about to conclude. We're on the last attempt. And very shortly we'll recap the performances of the athletes by their totals, remembering that the competition is run across all categories and prizes awarded, the cash prizes delivered by the Oceania Weightlifting Federation to the best 3 ranked lifters according to the Sinclair formula. And of course we won't know those results until the very end of the competition this afternoon. The next competition session will commence at 11:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And our final competition this afternoon at 2:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard. 1 minute remaining for Ezekiel Moses, Nauru, to begin this attempt at 160 kilograms. A strong clean on the second attempt, but unable to control the barbell overhead in the jerk. Final lift now in this competition. Ezekiel Moses, Nauru, 160 kilograms. Another big effort, but unfortunately no lift again for Ezekiel on that weight. Success though on the first attempt with 153 kilograms and 278 in the total. And that concludes a rather eventful first competition on day 2 of the 2022 OWF Cup. And just recapping the results by total, representing the Solomon Islands, Philip Massey with 179 kilograms in the total. Representing Fiji, Ironi Talamagau with 205 kilograms in the total. Representing Nauru, Ditto Aika, 250 kilograms in the total. Representing Tuvalu, Manula Raubau, 266 kilograms in the total. And representing Nauru, Ezekiel Moses, 278 kilograms. Thank you for joining us for the first session on day 2, and we hope that you'll come back for more of the competition as we progress through day 2 of the OWF Cup.